just like a beanstalk. Okay. Clear? In this case, Helm create a hello world, something name you can give. Just what you need to do changes. Your Nginx image you can replace with your application image URL. That's it. Port numbers also you need to change. Nothing to do. Only these two instructions we have to follow. So, okay. I'll do one thing. Can in okay. Okay. So let's go to cluster. Two nodes are running, right? So now I'm simply running a Helm command. I will get an error. What? Helm is not there first. Install Helm first. Then we can go for this process. Clear? To work with Helm. Okay. I think here also process is there to install Helm. Here is not there. Yeah, you can see. Whenever you can create a hello world or something, any name, you are able to see these many folder structures automatically will create. You no need to do anything. Clear? Hmm. Next. Okay, Helm installation is not there here. Okay, let's go to the document. My notepad notes. I have already shared this notepad notes to you. Hmm. Helm install process. First you can run wget command. Okay, let's run all the commands till Helm version. Installation process you can follow any process guys. Done. Okay. Helm version also we can see here 1.21 oh sorry 3.14.0 version. Next command is what? Helm create a project. First command how to work with Helm. I'm saying this. Helm create. You can give any keyword. So I'm giving project one. Okay, project. Whenever I can give enter, project is creating in the background. Now if I give ls, see project one is created. Switch to project one. ls amls are created. Let me install tree command. Helm install inside the cluster or inside the EC2? Inside EC2. Okay. I'm running Helm commands means Helm is installed inside EC2, not cluster inside. Okay. kubectl I have installed inside EC2 or inside cluster? Inside EC2. ekctl inside EC2 interacting. Okay. Yeah. Now you can give tree command. Structure created already, right? Nothing to do. Let's now explore each and every file and directory. So first focus is always templates. I can see here templates. So the template contains more file. This is very important. Your AML files are there, right? Deployment, service, ingress, HPA, deployment, and all will be there here only. Clear now? Now, if I show, for example, deployment.aml, I should go to where first? Templates, and now vi deployment.aml. This is deployment.aml. You can see this is what? variabilize. This is what? Variabilize. This is what? Variabilize. This is what? Variabilize. Is there any hard code is there? Let's understand how to understand this variabilize also. AML file, if you want to write a variable, we have to start two curly braces, end at two curly braces. AML file inside variable process like this only. Okay. My image, or let me take a small one first, then I'll go for a little deeper one. Yeah. Replicas. Calling from where? Dot values dot replica count. Clear? Is there any hard code value 2 or 3? No. So if I want to check my replicas, I should go to values file. Dot values means inside values file, I should go to replica count. Okay. Let's close these replica and replica count. Sorry, values and replica count. ls. Is there any values file here? No. cd back ls. Is there any values file? Yes. Go to this values file, vi. Inside values.yaml, where should I go? Huh? Inside values.yaml, where should I go? Here is what? Dot values dot replica count, right? So, okay, let's go to values first. Here, where should I go? Dot replica count. Clear? Your deployment replicas calling from dot values file inside dot replica count. Now replicas are 1. Clear? Next, go to again charts. Sorry, templates. Go to deployment.yaml. Now this value is what? 1. So where did I find out? Inside values.yaml, inside values.yaml replica count. A very important thing is the deployment, the service, the ingress, these YAML files required values we are inserting from values.yaml file. Clear? This is first understanding, which means yes, parameterized. Okay. So these all YAML files, we are giving values from where? One step back. Here. Values are giving to template inside all YAML files. Clear? For example, our work is there in which YAML file? Values.yaml file only. If you want to change image, where should I go? Values.yaml. If I want to change port number, values.yaml. If I want to change a service type, values.yaml. So you no need to go template inside. Why? It's a variableized. You no need to do any changes inside the deployment.yaml, service.yaml, ingress.yaml, whatnot. HPA.yaml. Clear what I'm trying to say? Let's go to again. CD template. VA. Ingress.yaml or HPA.yaml. What is the use of HPA.yaml? Auto scaling, horizontal auto scaling. Yesterday, I have shared node autoscaler process. Go through that process, complete today itself. It's been 3 days. If you are unable to complete, I will share the same document to different persons. Freshers are 10:30 a.m. I'll ask them to take a recording with this video following these steps. If they will complete, this is not good for you. Understand? I will share this document to 10:30 a.m. batch any one of the person. Follow the steps and complete it. Just I'm saying that only. If they will complete now, you can understand where you are. Okay. Hmm. Actually, you can easily do it, but you don't have time only. That's it. Yeah. This is what horizontal pod auto scaling. Horizontal pod auto scaling. Minimum replicas calling from where? Values dot auto scaling dot minimum replicas. Max replicas calling from where? Values dot auto scaling dot max replicas. Next, CPU utilization average utilization calling from where? Values dot auto scaling dot target CPU percentage. Like that, guys. Understanding is. Let's go one step back. ls vi values.ml. Inside, where should I go? Auto scaling. See, auto scaling inside minimum replicas 1, max 100, target CPU utilization is 80. This 3 I'm calling from here values dot auto scaling dot minimum replicas. Values dot auto scaling dot maximum replicas. Values dot auto scaling. Why auto scaling every time? This is inside of this 3. Clear now? Okay. You can check image also. Image is what? By default, they are giving Nginx. Clear now? What about service? Port number is 80. But service type is what? If I run this project, am I able to access? Then what should I do? Node. Take node port always. Load balancer chargeable, right? Why? One time only we can take. Clear now? Done. You don't need to do anything. If it is images changes are required, give easier image path or Docker image path. That's it. Nothing to do. Change port number and all. Run. Okay. Okay. Till here clear or not? Real time, maybe Helm repositories already exist. You need to modify existing one only. Yeah, it's a default project, right? Sample default project this is. Helm default project, it is taking automatically Nginx. It's a kind of demo. I will show how to take our own image also after this. Okay. Next, how to run Helm. This is done, this is done, this is done. The run process is Helm install. First argument release name. Second argument is chart name. My chart name is what? Project 1. First release, we have to give something. You can understand why also. We have changed only values, remaining already there. Helm install version 1 project 1. Just if I run, it will throw an error. Project 1, if you call means in your current directory, project 1 should be there. But you are inside of project 1. So, very good. Now you can run Helm install project 1. Okay, done. Let's kubectl. How many pods should run? One pod, one replica. How to check service? kubectl. Why node pod is not created? What happened? Go to values. Still cluster IP only there. That's what I'm saying. Let's go to ls cd project 1 ls. Oh, I've given again cluster IP now. No problem. Okay, now modifications are there. If I run same command, let's switch back. Cannot reuse the same name. It's still it is in use. Already working this is. Cannot use same name. In this case, Helm install version 2 you can give. Or Helm up. Yeah, very good. Helm, we can give upgrade command. So if you give a Helm upgrade command, so it will update the same version again. Version 1. Helm get all. Okay. Hyphen all anyway. So let's go to the kubectl get. Clear this time? Node port has created. So let's go to the nodes. Click on any node. Service will create cluster level, node level. Already started. Node level, cluster level. Node level means only this particular node only access. Other node won't access. Very good, very good. kubectl get nodes hyphen o wide. So take external any external IP 32198. Clear? So Helm list hyphen a. You can see the list of versions. Only one version, 2 revision. Upgrade I have run, right? Just release. Otherwise, if you give project level, no, we can't run one more time. By changing the versions, we can run the same project by changing the different application. This is Nginx, for example. I want to deploy different image. Different image means you can create a different project. So instead of creating a different project, same project we can use and change the first argument. It will run. Not require multiple repositories. I'll show now. Okay. So let me show you now. CD project 1. ls vi values http image I'm giving. Okay. Again, what should I do? Port number is same, right? Helm upgrade version 1 project or Helm install. You can create one more release. If you create one more release, existing node won't disturb. Understand? Separately created. So for example, Helm install, if I give version 2 now, existing version 1 is not update. Create one more HTTP pod. When existing will be modified, keep same release and give upgrade command instead of install command. Clear what I'm trying to say? See, this image is not there, right? Why it is error image? HTTPD only given, HTTP given. Okay, anyway, we can debug. kubectl, how to debug? Describe pod. Pod name also version 1 is there. See? Oh, okay. Tell me, what is the error? Let's understand. Yeah, version issue. First process scheduler is assigned at node. Next step is what? Pull the image, right? While pull image time, I have given HTTPD. But why it is calling HTTPD plus 1.16.0? I haven't given, right? I given only HTTPD. Why it is calling 1.16.0? It's not latest version. Understand the template in the deployment side, what exactly is created, what exactly is notified. Let's go and understand. Where should I go to check my deployment? Value or deployment? Huh? Deployment. HTTP calling correct only, but additionally adding some different flag. Definitely as per the deployment behavior, it is calling maybe. Let's go and check now. Go to image level. Image is what? Dot values, dot image repository, colon, values image tag. Okay, tag is there. But here is what? Default dot chart dot app version is updating automatically. So chart, where should I go? ls, no, chart, this one, va chart.ml. See, this app version also calling, right? So what I'm going to do, you can remove here, or simply what should I do? Go to your templates, va deployment. So can I remove this? I don't want to call along with the image chart.app version also. Chart.app version means which version image you are releasing every time. Version we can add app version. My application release v1, next release v2, next release v3. Every time ECR inside one version will update. That version is, you can mention as an app version here. So image will call, tag will call, version will call. So I don't want this tag. What should I do? I'll remove. Simply tag also not required if you don't want. Clear? Only image is fine. Automatically tag latest it will call. If you want to define a specific version, you can add a version also. The version you can change into the app version. So add app version. Now you can deploy again. Modified, right? Existing one is modified as a new one. How do I know? Age 6 seconds. Now you can access. It works. Clear now? The process. Any questions from anyone so far? Enterprise level support means, for example, Terraform is there. Terraform, they will provide enterprise level support. If you stuck somewhere, they will give support. AWS enterprise level support also there. If, for example, yesterday I have connected with the AWS team person due to some transit gateway configurations. So they help me support. Yeah. Clear so far? Okay. Next, I will change now image. Okay. So in this case, can I upgrade after change the image? Yes. Or create a one more release. Both are same, right? One more release means what will happen? Existing pod won't disturb. Run your pod. Right or not? For example, yes, new one is created. For example, simply, for example, help create hello world. It will create one more project, right? Now ls project one is there, hello world is there. Go to inside hello world. Where should I go now? Directly values only. But before that, we need to understand. We have to go cd templates, vi deployment.ml, insert. In your end, if there is no app version and tag, what we can do, we can remove from here. Otherwise, it will expect, it will call a default version always. But the default version is not there in my image. So it will throw an error image pull or pullback of error. Intro they will ask. Okay. Next is what? VA values.ml. So I'm going to give a easier image path or my Docker hub. Excuse me. So you can give anything. I'm going to give this one. This image type is what? Public or private? My all images are public images only. That's what authentication is not required. Understand? We are able to call. If you create private, we have to log in first. We have to give only. So you can check this image. You can also use this image. It's a public one, right? So go to Docker Hub simply. Okay, this is redirecting, huh? Okay. See, you can also access this image. Everyone can access. This is public. No need to sign in. Understand? So by me. Control C. So where should I go now? This is a Hotstar application. So inside values.yaml, okay. Do I need to do any changes? Service type. What about port? This is Node.js. I'm giving 3000. 30,000 or 3000? Just a minute. So guys, yeah, I have given 3000 node port here. Sorry, I mean the application port here. So let's understand now. Okay, changes whatever required I made here. Now the next command is what? Cd back helm first release, right? Helm install command to run. Release, you can give any name you wish. Hello, all is the Helm chart name. Hello, old, okay. Done. How many pods will run now? Total? Total. 2 pods. Existing pod, is there an impact? No, existing pod is different. Existing pod is different Helm project release. This is Helm project release. But instead of creating, if I upgrade, what will happen? Existing will delete, this one will create. Zero. Let's understand. kubectl describe what? Image pulling successfully pulled also correct, right? Till here. Next is what? Created container also correct. Next is what? Started container also correct. Next, warning unhealthy. Readiness probe is failed. Liveness probe is failed. Okay. What is readiness probe? Liveness probe. Readiness probe means at the time of pod status it will take. Liveness probe means at the time of run it will take. Like a target group health checks are there, right? Same here also. But this readiness probe, liveness probe, for which application these are created? Nginx, right? So this liveness probe, readiness probe only for check a Nginx status. So it will run 80 port or something, whatever configurations. But my application is not Nginx, right? Node.js. So these liveness probe, readiness probe is not supporting. In this case, what should I do? Go to, but before case it is working fine, right? Why? Nginx, HTTP both are same. That's what, no issue we haven't faced, right? So cd templates ls deployment. See here, liveness probe, readiness probe. So this two, I'm getting an error now, right? Yeah. So this is also getting an error. Huh? Okay. Let me remove first. One by one we can see. This is not required. I think resources required or not. Let me remove this first. Liveness probe and readiness probe. Or you can comment it also fine. Okay. Let's try. If we get an error, again I will remove resources also. Okay. Go back. Helm install not required now. Now is what? Upgrade. What is the problem? Huh? Oh, I'm inside of hello. Okay. Now kubectl get pods. So terminating and running. Before the pod is got stuck, right? Terminating and create a new pod. Okay. Kubectl. How many services are there? 2 services. So one is for release 2, one is for 31643. Clear? So we no need to write pod.yaml, right? So now, how many replicas? Only one replica. I want to increase the replica. What should I do? Where should I go? Simple. No need to do anything. Yeah, you can watch. So, yeah. Horizontal pod auto scaling. If you want to do anything, you can. See, liveness probe, readiness probe, HTTP paths I have given. This path is what? Default path for Nginx and HTTPD. But this readiness probe, liveness probe should work means I need to change a path. I should include it 3000 port, right? That's what. But default port is, it will work for Nginx and HTTP. No need to define anything. But it won't work for, Node.js and Python Flask and all. That's what the error is. Anyway. Now, replicas, do I need to change anywhere? Simple, I will come here. I'll change here. If it is a horizontal pod auto scaling changes. I mean, when the load will increase by 80% automatically, this will work. You no need to do anything hp.yaml. This is handling. But 80% if you want to change, come and change here only. So ingress also there. See ingress, path 1 is there. If you need one more path, you can add. Host means what? Your domain name. This path means what? Default path, right? Ingress load balancer will create. And ingress load balancer accessible for direct default path. If you specify here path like yesterday in index nginx and http, that path will redirecting into service. You need to develop here everything. The ingress YAML file is there, right? You need to add the deployment YAML inside. If you need a multiple paths, respectively you can add as values here. This is a basic, simple path level. Different path means again you need to add here path engine, path like this. So at present replica count is 1, right? I'm increasing 3. This is static or dynamic? Now change, I have done changes. Replica static or dynamic? It's not dynamic, static. Directly I have changed it, right? Replicas. Now you can see 3 pods running without checking any load. But if you do changes in the HPA replica, HPA 80% is there, na? The CPU utilization, if you change 0.5 or 1%, if you put, there automatically replicas maximum set point 100 is there, right? It will give automatically. You no need to do anything. So this is Helm. Any questions? Running 3 pods. Any questions from anyone? So you need to complete a Helm today with any sample project. Okay, no questions, sir? Very good question, right? You tell me. Simple logic you can apply. How do you combine Argo CD and Helm? Tell me. That's it. Your Argo CD will call the values from where? YAML files. Deployment.yaml, service.yaml, any change will automatically, it will call. Put all the Helm repository over there. Right or not? Argo CD will call your Helm. See, doesn't matter. Argo CD required YAML files. Argo CD is not required only specific YAML file, right? Changes are there in any YAML file, Argo CD will run. But usually we do changes in which YAML file? Values.yaml file. Understand? You can do changes in values.yaml. Argo CD automatically run. Run, what will happen in the background? Pods will create. The changes you do, you control only values.yaml. But before case is what? I can control deployment.yaml inside, I can do the changes. Service changes are required, I can do service changes inside. But now only the changes values.yaml. Argo CD will automatically deploy. Clear? By using Helm today, deploy front-end, back-end image. Again, front-end already deployed, right? Individually, back-end also individually. By using front-end, back-end images, deploy first through Helm. Next, install Argo CD. Keep these files into GitHub inside. Through Argo Studio you can deploy. 2 use cases today. Complete it. Okay. The next concept is resource and request. Guys, when you are running a pod from the AML file, is there any conditions pod should take only 500 MB RAM, 1 GB RAM only? No conditions. Pod can take any RAM. From where? Host. But resource request conditions, by using resource request, we can control how much hardware pod can take from the node. Clear? So if you can see this, a simple pod. Here additional things are what? These two only. A before, already we discussed pod. There is no resource and request, which means what? Which means what? Hmm? Is there any limitations? Pod you can take only 500 MB, pod you can take and something. Okay. Let's take now. Okay. Clear now? Clear now? So the container can consume as much CPU and memory as it wants. No limit. If I not specify. But if I specify, memory 64, CPU 250, limit 128, CPU 500. So here we are very clear here. So if I put here resources under request and limits. Okay, resources inside we have a two type of categories, request and limit. Request 50, memory 100. Request limits CPU 100, memory 200. So now here request means what? The minimum amount of resources required for the container to start is a request. At the time of start, minimum 50 milli CPU, whatever you want, it will give. Limits is what? the maximum amount of resources the container allowed to use. One is at the time of start, one is at the time of use. So highest memory is what? 100 milli. Highest CPU is 100 milli CPU, 200 maybe bytes, 200 MB. So if this pod want to serve 101 milli CPU, not possible. One more pod will create. Understand? Still, the access number of users are accessing, CPU will take, memory will take. So in this case, my pod highest load is what? 100 milli. If I am not specify, no limit. Right or not? So this is called resource management. How you can manage the resource your cluster. If they ask this question, so we can put a request and limits. My pod will take only this memory, this RAM only, like that. Okay, this will work. Your auto scaling group, I mean horizontal auto scaling group, automatically create a pod if the pod is set to 85% load. 100 milli CPU means 85% milli CPU will cross now, automatically one more pod will create. Okay, there is no unlimited concept. Clear? Okay. The next concept is image pull policy. This is also little important. In Kubernetes, the image policy is a field that determines when the kubelet should pull download the container image. There are three possible values for image pull policy. For example, always. The image will always be pulled from registry. If not present, the image will be pulled only if it is not already present on the node. Never means what? The image will never be pulled. It is assumed present on the node. If the image policy not explicitly set Kubernetes pod specification, Kubernetes use default behavior based on the image tag. So now three conditions. How many conditions are what here? Always, if not present, never. So when you give any image in the YAML file, okay, the kubelet, when the request will come from the API, kubelet will run the container engine. It will call the image by running a pull command inside and start a image, run a image, create a container. This is the process how it will work. So for example, if you can see till here is okay. Now default behavior for image pull policy, when not present, if the image is Nginx latest, just it will take automatically. For example, if you give Nginx directly, okay. So if I not specify anything, by default it will give latest image, okay. And the default image pull policy will be always. If you put always, if the image has specified tag Nginx 1.19, okay. Just wait. Yeah, see. Image policy, if you put always Nginx 1.19, if Nginx 1.19 is not there, for example, it will call Nginx latest. But image pull policy always 1.19 means it will call 1.19 only. It won't take automatically. If image is not there, it won't pick latest image. Clear? Next. Okay. So next condition is what? Let's understand. These two always and not present. Okay. Okay, let's always and if not present. Yeah. What is image pull policy? It tells kubelet when to pull image from the container. Okay. Image pull policy always. What it does? Kubernetes pull the image every time the pod is created or restarted. Yes. It ensures always get the latest version of the image even if the image tag hasn't changed. Okay. Use case is what during development of our CI/CD when the image tag may be reused. When you want to avoid the install image process being used from the local cache. Okay, let me check if not present. Kubernetes pull the image only if it is not already available on the node. Okay, if the image exists in the node local cache, it use that. Okay. Okay, clear. Okay, so guys, this condition not present means, see here, Kubernetes pull the image only if it is not already available on the node. Understand? First, Kubernetes try to take image from the local. If it is not present in the node, it will go to next level, remote. Okay. So if the image exists in the node local cache, it use that only. Use case is what in production to reduce the pull times, multiple times pulling from the remote, it will use if you give not present only. Okay, means what? First it will check local cache is an image is there or not. If image is not there, it will go to, if not present, it will go to remote and pull the image. If you do like that, what kind of benefits we will get? What benefits we will get? Reduce the pull times, right or not? Every time request will go to remote and pull means we can reduce the pull time. So by use, we can save the some bandwidth. Okay. But what about this one? Always means what? Simple. Always it will call from remote only, not from the local. Any latest updates are that it will always call from remote. Always. Okay. These two are the main differences. Okay. Never means what? Image pull policy never. Kubernetes never pull the image from the remote. It will use only local caches. Otherwise, never pull the image. It will throw an error. Clear the three conditions. First condition never means only use local. Second condition is what? If image is not present, only it will go to always go to remote. Third condition is what? Always go to remote, not from the local. Clear? So these three, if you mention in your YAML file only, it will work. If you not mention, always it will go to remote only. Go to remote and call the latest image only. Okay, if the tag is not there also. So these four conditions, so we can manage. If you specify specific version, so the request will go remote or local depends on the pull policy. If you give image pull policy, if not present, first it will check local. Same version available, for example, second time is running Docker. Second time running means what? Same version image already there, right? In the cache, it will take. If it will not available, then go to remote. Remote means always means what? Always check with available image from the remote only, not local. The latest one only. If you not specify any tag, latest one only. If you specify tag, tagged one only it will come. It won't use local one. Never means pod definitely fail if the image is not there in the local. It won't go to remote. These three. If you not mention anything, if I not mention anything, always go to it will equivalent to latest tag, right? Yeah. So like this, we can give image pull policy always means it will go to remote and pull only. If this is not present, local, if it is not present, go to remote. Yeah. So this is the image pull policy and resource and request. So from tomorrow, we can focus schedules. This is very important for interview. 100% interview question will come this area, no doubt. One or two questions. Already shared yesterday. I have already shared this. So this is schedules till here. Till here, I need to discuss. Okay. A very important concept. So after schedules, we can go for Grafana Prometheus monitoring system. How pod resources we can. Already Grafana Prometheus I have discussed in the EC2, right? It will take EC2 load only. But now if I install Grafana Prometheus, we can see pod load also. Pod CPU, pod RAM. Your 100 pods are running. We can see 100 pods, memory and all. It will take 5 more classes, I think so. One 311 sessions completed successfully. Great. Yeah, Argo CD. Yes, correct. You can push this sample file into GitHub only. So this is the server, right? So go to project or hello. You can push here, git push. That's it. Argo CD inside. Yeah, okay. Argo CD inside. Application you are creating, right? Path. First give a GitHub repository. Path you can give project one. Project one inside changes only it will take. Any change, it will take. Try today and let me know the two activities. Application you have to take front and back end image. How do we have, right? Or any image except Nginx HTTP, you can take anything. Okay. Thank you so much. Bye bye.